Alright, we're here in front of Metro HQ with Esperanza Martinez. We have a bunch of videos after the jump with a very different sort of rally than I think what most streets bloggers are used to. So, I know when people look at those videos, their first question there's going to be is, what does a lot of the things that we saw, Aztec dancers and prayer, have to do with the MTA?
Yeah, well, that's a really great question. Today, the Los Angeles Human Right to Housing Collective and the Bus Riders Union, along with many allies, social justice organizations in the city and the county, are coming together to say that we are reclaiming our city and we're reclaiming our history. So we're reclaiming our history by saying, you know, many of us come from a long history of struggle. I mean, the civil rights movement that took place in this country was all about resisting unjust laws. It was about marching, protesting, pressuring targets, and so we want to reclaim that, because what's happening in the city and what's happening in this country is there's a big attempt to try to criminalize dissent and trying to criminalize protesters, and so we're trying to reclaim that. And you know, I mean, the Aztec dancing, I mean, it's ceremony, it's prayer, it's really calling upon our ancestors who really led the way for us to be here. And lastly, our city is we want to reclaim our vision of the city that's rooted in human rights. Transit is a human right. Breathing clean air is a human right. Access to affordable and good housing is a human right. So today we're asking people to reclaim our city and our history with us.
Do you guys have any concern, as we're talking about affordable housing, that as the city and the county begin to develop around the transit nodes we're going to see with the Measure R projects, that affordable housing is going to be left out?
Absolutely, absolutely. We think that transit-oriented development historically has meant, you know, housing for more affluent communities, you know, whether they be white or communities of color, but people that have just more resources. And you know, we have seen that affordable housing gets left out. Public housing is being completely done away with, and we're concerned about that. But you know, the VRU's been around for 15 years, so we plan on being here 15 plus.
Okay. On that vein, in New Jersey, I know they have something they call the Transit Village program. It's all very TOD based, and there actually is or at least when I left New Jersey, there was a requirement that they all have an affordable housing complex to get any special benefits from the city, state, etc. Is that something you'd like to see Metro do, or do you have any other vision on how to make TOD work for affordable housing communities? I
mean, I think TOD, I'm not sure, I haven't seen the New Jersey model, but I'd be interested in seeing it. I think the question is, again, like who is the housing catered to? I think we all understand traffic congestion and, you know, want to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by reducing car drivers. But I think what we see happening even in Cypress Park, in Highland Park, Northeast LA, where I'm from, the people, the indigenous communities of that area are being displaced because, you know, you have, you know, the flashy gold line, and you know, younger professionals want to live close to that. And so, I mean, I think it just depends. Who are we catering to, and what is the criteria? And is there a human rights, you know, civil rights lens that is, you know, really leading those policies?
All right, I think I have one more question before I lose the child. So this seems slipping.
Can I hold it?
We can try. We'll see what happens.